Hi, psychic medium Danielle Garcia with your energy forecast for the week. Today is January 4th and Happy New Year. We survived 2020. Holy cow, we actually made it, right? Last year was a very, very interesting year. I think there was a lot of loss, a lot of things to be grateful for, a lot of lessons, and a lot of crap. So, what can we pull away from that? What can we see in the light? What can we enlighten with 2020? What can we bring forward so far as the positivity that we learned, the things that we possibly learned about ourselves, our strength, our tenacity, our perseverance, I think was a huge, huge running theme for 2020. Something to keep in mind as we go forward into the new year. And you can see Baby Yoda's back there definitely celebrating still. Today's the first full working day in my office for 2021. So we're definitely living it up here in my mind. Anywho, today, Schumann Resonance has been spiking hard. We've been hitting readings of 500. So for those of us that are affected by the Schumann resonance, once again, that is the Earth's magnetic field, which normally vibrates at a 7.83. When we have these huge fluctuations of energy that can cause dizziness, imbalance, headaches, annoyance, aggravation, body aches, muscle pains, different things like that, just feeling like, what the heck is going on? And it's sudden, it can be constant. We hit a reading of 450 on Saturday, and quite honestly, for the majority of the day, I was in bed with a really, really bad migraine that I was having a hard time shifting. So what do we do in these instances when the Schumann resonance spikes like this? You know, there's different things that we can do. Absolutely, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Because you're going to be moving through a crap ton of energy and energy fluctuation. Water is a conductor of energy. And for those people that are sensitive and are empaths, we tend to vibe at a different rate anyway, so the energy will hit us differently. We will process the energies differently. And therefore, our hydration stores in our body can become compromised when we run through a lot of energy and process rapidly. Hydration, 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 grounding, going outside, moving your body. I really love shungite. I work with this quite often for EMFs, to help protect from EMFs, to help shield from EMF overload. I've got a lot of pieces around my desk. Black tourmaline is also great for grounding, as well as working specifically with balancing out the Schumann resonance. Recently, I've also found this app. I'm not quite sure if it's available for Android because I have an iPhone. It's called Schumann Resonance 7.83 Hertz, and it has sound healing with this app. I think it was like $1.99 to pay for the full app, where you get like all 10 or 12 songs as opposed to just 2, and playing the binaural relaxation with the 7.83 really, 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 really helps to balance out. Today we're at 500, and quite honestly, after listening to this, as my guides tapped me on the shoulder and reminded me about it, I haven't had too much issue with it. Feeling very dehydrated. But other than that, not hit with the migraine like I was out of the blue on Saturday. So hopefully those hints will help you out. I'm a firm believer in sharing any tools that are helpful. This week, we've got big changes vibrationally coming in. We're shifting from the energies of 2020, moving into 2021. And of course, that requires change. And what happens when there's big change, whether it's vibrationally or physically, some of us resist that more so than others. Sometimes we'll go into fear about things like that. But the universe and the planets are definitely aligned to provide us with the opportunity for change. It's up to us whether we want to listen to those cues and kind of go along with the flow, or whether we want to continue, hitting our head against the door or the wall, so to speak, and be resistant of it. We're in the final phase of the Scorpio Wormhole, which I believe closes the 12th or 13th. So we've got about another week, 9 days or so of it. This wormhole is about creating vibrational change for us to reconnect with our authenticity, to reconnect with the authenticity of our soul, to have access to those different parts of us that have existed in other lifetimes where alchemy was completely present, where we knew how to perform. Oh, I love it when my desk shakes when I start talking about stuff like this. Always a confirmation. Where we're able to connect with alchemy and ancient wisdom and magic and healing and so on and so on and so forth. It's a beautiful shift of dimensions and creates a passageway, if you will, to connect with those different things. Now, as we are in the last 8-9 days of the Scorpio wormhole, things will be amped up. You might have nightmares, you might have dreams, you might have flashbacks, you might stumble across something, whether you're reading a book or reading a post online or seeing a movie that just feels like, you get that deja vu kind of a feeling like I've been there before. Or you're suddenly super drawn to research a subject online that normally wouldn't even, pass through your mind. Those different things can happen. The veil is very thin as this wormhole is amped up. So paranormal activity is also easier to see. Paranormal can be good and bad. When I say paranormal, it just means not of the norm. So seeing different things like orbs, angels, ghosts, earthbounds, and the other things that are not so nice will be easier to access now up until the 12th or 13th. This week, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, the inner planets, they all change signs. So that can create emotional disturbance in our emotional field of our aura. Yay, fun. Know that that's just our opportunity to readjust and balance out. Again, we're still feeling the vibes of looking at relationships, our relationship to self, as well as our relationship to other people. This week has a huge running theme about accountability. Accountability and authenticity. How do your actions affect other people? How do your words affect other people? As we shift into this higher vibration of Aquarius, manifestation can be really quick. So keep an eye and keep your mind on what your words are saying, because your words are very powerful. It's not just your words, but it's the energy behind your words. So what is your self-talk like? How are you speaking to your children, your coworkers? How are you speaking to the universe? How are you talking to your dog? How are you talking to the barista that gets your coffee in the morning? Be very conscious of the vibe that you're putting out there, because things will quickly manifest the further we move into this Aquarian age. Speaking of which, by February, we will move on to what's called an Aquarius Stellium. The last time we've experienced this was in 1962, and we'll actually have 7 planets in Aquarius. Big, powerful shifting energy. And January is helping us to get there. So be advised, know that January is a big time of change and moving more and more into that vibration of justice, of freedom, of authenticity, of accountability. It's absolutely huge. Accountability being the theme of this week, it's also being accountable for your mental state, your emotional state, your energetics, your physicality, as well as spiritually. Where do your belief systems land? What are you vibing, like, what are you on the fence about? Now is the time to further dig in, research, vibe about, feel exactly what it is you believe in. 2021, it's not so much about being on the fence about things. It's about becoming clear, being authentic, allowing your higher self to come through, more and more and more powerfully, so that your belief systems align with your life. Sometimes when our belief systems are out of alignment, that can create a lot of chaos. It can create a disruption in our abundance. It can create a disruption in our physical state, our emotional state. So this is all about being in alignment with our authenticity so we can move forward and shift and live in our highest, best good. You may feel like you're on high alert this week. That's because all of this energy of change is coming in. It's because of the planets moving into different signs and shifting 4 in a week. That's remarkable. So there's a lot of energy shifting going on right now. The angelic realm this week is closer, excuse me, closer to us than it has been in the last 5 years. So know that your angels are here. They are right next to us. It always amazes me when clients come in and ask about their angels, and thinking that the angels are, way, way, way off, like thousands of years away in heaven somewhere. And yes, obviously they reside on the other side, but dimensionally, heaven could be right here. It doesn't necessarily have to be out in an entire other galaxy. And our angels walk with us. They are beside us. They come when we call them forward, not in a commanding type of way, but when we ask for their love and support and guidance. So since this week is about authenticity, and it's also about finding the balance, finding the middle ground with all the different change that's going on, a great idea would be to call forward your angels. Be that your guardian angel, if you have other angels that you call on, whether they're archangels or a healing angel that you work with, an intuitive angel, a coach angel, whatever that might be, call them forward because they're always here for that loving support, guidance, and wisdom 24/7. I mean, how beautiful is that? Remember, this week, balance, 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 balance is the theme. Get out, move your body, hydrate, eat good grounding foods, and do things that are balancing for you, whatever that might be. What works for me for balance may not work for you. So find whatever that niche is, and even ask your angels to help you with balance. It's wonderful. There's just so many different souls in existence in this beautiful, beautiful, amazing universe that we exist in. And there's so many different angelics. You could actually ask for whichever angel that you are connected with is most suitable for balance to come forward and help and assist you. You could ask for whichever angel is most suited to help you with your authenticity, your accountability, your spiritual path, your abundance, whatever it might be. You can ask for them to come forward, and they will. I'm going to pull a couple of cards for this week from a new deck that I just got, new to me, of course. It's called the Lantern Oracle, and there is the cover. It is by Angelina Mirabito, and these are really, really, really cool cards. I really like the vibe of them. As you can see, I'm quite the collector. What I have up on the shelves behind me probably isn't even half of what I have, and I'm okay with that. All right, first card. Lantern. Consciousness is light. Wow. Lots and lots and lots going on. I'm drawn, whenever I look at cards, I go straight to one particular sign in it. And I'm drawn to this doorway that's behind her. So if you take a look at this, she's up here. She's holding this beautiful sphere of light. She's got the lanterns. Light is illuminating her path, as light can illuminate the paths of all of us. And there's a doorway back there. What's behind that doorway? Doorways, sometimes when I say that in client sessions, I get a doorway is a bad thing, or a portal is a bad thing, or a vortex is a bad thing. No, a doorway is just another place to enter. You never know what's on that other side of the door, right? So this is your time to connect with your intuition, connect with the higher self, connect with your gut, and ask to be shown which direction to take. Allow the light to guide you. What a beautiful card. I love it. The next card, the unknown, knowing the unknown. Interesting. We have a repetition of a sphere here. This one actually is reminiscent to me of Earth. There's an angel on the other side of these columns, and the woman is standing there with water. Water represents emotion. Water represents transformation, transmutation, purity, understanding. So this month, January, is about change. We're coming out of a very, very, trying year of 2020. Some people, it's hard for them to really have faith that things will get better, that there's a reason for all of this. And so allowing yourself to be in that moment of unknowingness, of not knowing exactly where the next step is going to be, where the next places that you're going to land, but connecting with the angelics. I love that this angel appears on this card. Just another confirmation that it's time to reach out, to ask for help, to ask for support, to ask for guidance. The last card. I may have to pull another one for a clarification card. 36, confusion. Growth hurts, heals, and harnesses away through the uncertainty. Wow. Another repetition. I always look for repetitive signs in cards when I do a draw. So this person is laying on the beach. There's water around, lightning in the back, lightning, and has light on their chest. I don't think I need a clarification card. First, when I saw this, I thought that it might be a little dark, but this is actually a great conclusion card. Growth does hurt. Growth also heals. It helps us to move through the uncertainty, and it harnesses a way to move through that uncertainty. When you think about any time in your life where you really had like a, it was a trying time in your life and you thought, wow, how am I going to get through this? What am I going to do? I don't know if I should go this way or that way, make this decision, that decision. But yet something happened, something shifted, and you found your way to the light, and you found your way out, and you put one step in front of the other. The baby steps count. Oh my gosh, they just count so much. Baby steps are powerful. And sometimes we discount those baby steps. We think, well, I should already be from point A to point B, and I'm not even halfway there yet. But yet you're heading in that direction, right? And you've made changes, and you've learned lessons, and you're gaining wisdom all the way. Never, ever, ever discount those baby steps. They're so incredibly important. I truly love this spread. It really, really talks about the great changes that are going on right now. Remember, we are in this together. Don't forget to reach out and ask your angels for support and guidance and help. They're always there, and that's their role, and it's something that they really, really love to do. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed week full of balance, understanding, and blessings.